So having to do now just the webs and, for example, also the element for the blade to be secured, I realized that actually it was not a good idea to just make myself a copy and then work on this one, mirror it over, because when I mirror it over, currently the way how this one works is simply that it mirrors over and then I get a full copy, kind of like a solid part again. And that's not a big deal. This is actually a good opportunity to show now how we can move to the timeline and start restructuring our design. So this is the group that actually created that part. So I'm deleting the group, expanding it, so I see all these different steps. And if I go back and take a look, I can actually see how step by step I started to build everything. And if I go to this one, yep, there you see that's the side surface which I'm using to trim the side. In the timeline here, right after it, there I actually go to add a mirror along this plane. So you see I have the other part. And now I only have to restructure step by step how I'm actually going to construct everything. So let's see how I'm progressing. So I'm cutting off the front, cutting off the top. Here I'm cutting off this one side. Okay, so at this point, then I need to add another split body. So this body split with this surface. Okay. Then I try to shell, or at this point, this one I don't need there, so I delete it. Let's see what I have here, and then I'm splitting this body. Okay. Let's continue further, and you see actually there I'm splitting, and not splitting, I'm rounding all these edges. So I'm going to hide all those parts which I don't really need. And let's see. So what happens if I drag this one? Or can I drag this one? I should be able to. Nope, doesn't want to. Okay, let's drag this one. I was just curious if I could drag it in front of the fillet. Okay, it doesn't work. Not a big deal. I simply delete this one and delete that one. Let's see what value I'm using. 2 millimeters. Okay. And I go with my time marker right in front before I start to split. And then actually at this point now, I'm just redoing the trimming. Sorry, the edge rounding there. And maybe let's go edit and add this edge. Those all as well. Let's see how this looks. Oh, forgot this one. Yep. Let's keep it that way. Perfect. So you see that solid, I rounded the edges I have, and then, for example, then I start splitting all that stuff. Let me go back to all those parts here, and then, for example, what's this one? That one we delete, this mirrored group we delete. What? Some object cannot be deleted. Okay, I guess I have to select that part there. And oh, why did my other side disappear? Okay, so the one we keep, I delete, 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 and delete. And there we are. So now if I go and take a look at my different sites, then for example I can simply shell out the shell, add my web, etc. When I'm done, I go to here, shell out this one, add my web, and then I can make the keys, because the keys for each site has to be different, male and female. And yeah, I hope that this was actually informative and a good demonstration in showing you the value of the timeline, how easily then you can see what step you're doing when, and then to restructure your process to get basically the design you're looking for.